The push-up. You'd think it's one of the simplest exercises out there, right? But honestly, it's one of the most commonly butchered movements in any gym. And the way most people do them, it's not just kind of useless, it's a fast track to nagging shoulder and neck pain. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to rebuild your push-up from the ground up, fixing the 5 crucial mistakes you are probably making right now. Think about it this way. Every single push-up you do with bad form is a wasted opportunity. It's a rep that could have been building strength and muscle, but it wasn't. But hey, don't sweat it. The fix is usually just a small tweak. So let's break down these common errors one by one.
All right, let's dive in. Our very first fix starts at the top of your body. And you might be surprised to hear that the most common mistake, it actually begins with your eyes.
You know that natural tendency to look up or forward when you're doing a push-up? Yet that's actually creating a really dangerous break in your spinal alignment, and it puts a ton of strain on your neck. The fix? Oh, it's so simple. Just find a spot on the floor, maybe a foot in front of your hands, and lock your gaze right there. That tiny change keeps your head, your neck, and your spine all in one safe, powerful line. I want you to really picture this. Your body is one solid plank of wood from your head all the way down to your heels, and that solid plank starts with your head. If you can nail this alignment, you've already made your push-up way safer and so much more effective.
Okay, so we've got the head sorted. Now let's move on down to your arms. Because this next mistake, man, it's a huge cause of shoulder pain, and it puts your joints in a really vulnerable spot.
So many of us, we just naturally flare our elbows straight out to the sides, making this kind of T shape with our body. That is a recipe for disaster for your shoulders. It's called shoulder impingement. Instead, what you want to do is tuck your elbows back towards your body to about a 45-degree angle.
Here's the visual you need to remember. You want to be an arrow, not a T. Just burn that into your brain. This arrow shape is what protects your shoulders, and it also lets you get a much more powerful push by actually using your chest and triceps the right way.
All right, next up, let's talk about the core. Because a push-up is not just an arm and chest exercise, it is a full-body movement. And if your middle isn't pulling its weight, the whole thing just crumbles.
The dreaded worm push-up. We've all seen it. Maybe we've even done it. When those hips sag, you're not just cheating the rep, you're dumping all that pressure right into your lower back. No good. The solution is to think of the push-up as a moving plank. Squeeze your abs, squeeze your glutes, and keep that body as rigid as a board.
This right here, this is your mantra for the entire set. Straight line from head to heels. No breaks in that chain, okay? Your body should be one single rigid unit moving all together. That total body tension, that's where the real strength is built.
Okay, this next one is a little more subtle, but trust me, it's a huge reason why people stall out on their push-ups. It's all about what's happening with your shoulder blades.
You know how it is. You're getting tired, you're on that last rep, and it's so easy to just let your shoulders roll forward and your upper back get all rounded. The problem is, the second that happens, you've taken your chest, the main muscle we're trying to work, right out of the equation. You're letting smaller, weaker muscles take over, which means you get less benefit and you burn out faster. The fix is to actively pull your shoulders back and down. Think proud chest the whole time.
And this idea of staying tight is absolutely crucial. This isn't just about how you start the set, it's about how you finish it, every single rep. Maintaining that total body tension from the first rep to the very last one is what makes the push-up so powerful.
And here we are, the final mistake. This one is all about the path your body takes through space. See, most people think a push-up is just a simple straight up and down trip. Well, it's not.
Look, if you're just moving straight up and down, you are leaving a ton of gains on the table. To really truly get that chest to fire up, you need to think about pushing yourself away from the floor, not just up, but up and slightly back. Here's a great cue. Imagine you're trying to literally shove the floor away from you.
I love this way of thinking about it. A push-up is not an elevator ride. You're not just a passenger going up and down on a track. No, you are the engine. You are actively and powerfully driving the ground away from you. That diagonal path, that's the secret sauce for full chest activation.
Okay, so we have torn apart all the ways a push-up can go wrong. Now, let's put it all back together. Let's build the perfect push-up from scratch. Here is your checklist for a flawless rep every single time.
Let's run through it. Number 1, gaze down, keep that spine neutral. 2, tuck those elbows, make the arrow, not the T. 3, engage your core and glutes, stay rigid and straight. 4, pull those shoulders back,
Keep that chest broad and proud. And finally, number 5, shove the floor away. If you can internalize this checklist, you are going to absolutely transform your push-ups. I promise.
And really, that's the big idea here, isn't it? Once you master the details of the push-up, you start to really understand things like full body tension, proper alignment, and how your joints are supposed to move. And it kind of makes you wonder, what about your squats, your rows, your planks? What other simple exercises have you been doing wrong all this time? Now that's something to think about.